Now it's time for your melanin moment. What's going on, everybody? Today is Monday. Time for your melanin moment. A melanin moment that I did not want to do, but I have to because I put this off long enough. I gave you guys a melanin moment about a week and a half ago. And I've been going back and forth in my mind about doing this melanin moment. God put this scripture in my spirit Monday night. Tuesday morning, I was supposed to get up and I had everything all mapped out about what I was going to say, how I was going to say it. And y'all, I was like, nope. But God disrupted my sleep 3 nights straight. So I have to be obedient and give y'all this melanin moment. Now, I was going back and forth in my mind about what exactly I was going to title it. But there was only one phrase that kept coming up during this life-changing event that happened. And people kept saying, you can't have your cake and eat it too. So that is the title of this melanin moment. And y'all will get where I'm going in a minute. Now, a few people know, a lot of people don't. Quan and I are no longer married. And we're no longer married because Quan pursued a relationship outside of his marriage. And even though there was much disrespect, even though there was much drama, chaos, I wanted my marriage to work. And that's what I signed up for. But what I didn't sign up for was 3 people in a marriage and one of them was God. And so after countless times of asking Quan to leave her alone, Quan decided that he wanted to stay in his situationship and in his marriage. And you can't have your cake and eat it too. He kept telling me that he was not going to choose between this other woman and me. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you, brother, besides you're about to be wifeless. And that way, you ain't got to choose because I'm not staying for this foolishness. Too much disrespect from you. Too much disrespect from her. You talking about stuff I didn't even know it was a problem. Okay? Because Quan stopped communicating. And I became his worst enemy. But meanwhile, you're reaping the benefits of me being in the household. I'm helping you raise the kids. I'm helping you pay the bills. I'm helping you maintain the household. But you want to treat me like a roommate. Now, round of applause to all of the women who know that their husbands are not faithful. And you are saying, I'm going to stay by hook or crook. God bless you. That ain't me. So after the 237,000 times of me going back and forth with Quan, I went down to the courthouse, got the paperwork, filled it out, and sent it in. He didn't want to choose. He really, in all actuality, wanted to have his cake and eat it too. And he hated when people said that. And it's like, what other way can we say it? I'm not about to stay with nobody and be no roommate and I'm legally married to you. I don't care about the benefits of what happens if you gonna get everything if something happened to me. I don't care about that. Because if that was the case, I would have married you for what you had and not who you were. He didn't want to choose. And I'm looking at my situation and I'm like, God, what this got to do with Revelation 3 and 16? And God gave me this. He said, too many of us are part-time believers trying to reap full-time benefits. We want the things of God. We want God to answer in a hurry when our body need healing and we need a financial blessing. And we want God to do all of this stuff. But you will only give God the max of 2 hours of church service on Sunday. Ain't nobody going to no Bible study. Don't ask me about no Friday night prayer meeting. I'm not going. But honey, you will stay at that football game or that basketball game until it's over triple overtime, quadruple overtime. You in there. Never in the history of everdom has anybody told a DJ to cut the music off at the club because it's time to go home. You will shut that joint down. But we want to give God part-time. We don't want to commit to that relationship. God is saying that ain't how they work. So since that's what you want to do, let me show you how I'm going to move. I'm going to spit you out. And we all know we don't want God to do that. So the melanin moment of the day is you can't have your cake and eat it too. You're going to have to choose before God chooses for you. Now, I know that might have been a little heavy. Yep, my business in the street. Oh well, somebody's going to benefit from my testimony, whether they stay or whether they go. But I will say this for everybody who was like, oh my God, you going to hell and you can't get married again and blah, blah, blah. Let me tell y'all something. I was married to Quan, but I belong to God. That's all I got. That's the melanin moment of the day. It might not have been perfect or pretty, but it's what God gave me. Y'all do what's necessary to keep yourself safe out here in these streets filled with everything but the right thing. And I will see y'all soon for another melanin moment.